everyone, this is Matt from DrawingTutorialsOnline.com. In this video, what I'd like to do for you is teach you some techniques on how to get a likeness, and I'll do that for you through this video critique. Now, Sarah here posted this toned paper portrait drawing in the member gallery. I just finished uploading all of the critique videos. And this one was actually really cool, and I wanted to share some of these likeness techniques with you. So when I look at this drawing, it's absolutely beautiful. I really, really love it. Let's head on over to Photoshop, and let me give you the setup here. So Sarah uploaded this drawing to the right, and she found this photo reference on the internet, and she wanted to draw the likeness. That's her main goal. And like I said, I look at her drawing and it's really, really pretty, but the likeness is not there. Now, why is the likeness not there? So let's break it down to a few things. Obviously, I'm not going to cover everything in this one short video, but let's talk about a few main points in terms of the likeness. The first thing is you really, really, really want to think about the gesture of the person's hair that you are drawing. So right over here, there is this gesture stroke to... I'm not going to call it a bang, but let's just call it her hair. Now, when I look at Sarah's drawing, it kind of goes like this. Okay? Now, is that a big deal? No, it's not. Is it going to change the likeness a little bit? You bet it is. So it's really important that you try to get that edge of the hair or a flow to the hair accurate. What's another part of the hair that really, really works for me? Well, this part of the hair, in terms of working for me, in terms of capturing the likeness, that's another part of this model's hair that not only shows a difference in surface planes, but really just shows part of her likeness. Now, here's an edge of the hair, okay, and looks like that. But now this edge, starting from here, looks different. Okay, it kind of looks like that. Now, like I said, is that a really big deal? Absolutely not. Will it change the likeness? Yes, it will. When I look at this edge of the model's hair in Sarah's drawing, I don't see much of an edge. Is this the edge to the hair, or is that part of the background? I'm not quite sure. But when I look at the photo reference, I really look at that edge to the hair. Okay, and that is important, that when you are trying to draw a likeness of somebody, that not only do you get the inner edge, but you also get the outer edge. Now, there's a lot of artists out there that don't believe in focusing in on the edges. They're like, yeah, dive into form and draw the surface planes, and all that jazz is great. I love drawing form, and I love thinking about the surface planes. But this is my first step towards gathering the model's likeness. And this is something that if you draw the edge of the hair accurately, it will pay you immediate dividends in the likeness department. Now, what's another thing that I see when I look at Sarah's drawing? Well, I see the jaw of this model is very different. And I want to talk about a jawbone, the mandible to be exact. So, like, bring a line down, then there's this line, and then there's the chin area. Bring a line down, then there's this part of the jaw, and then there's the chin. Now, technically, if I try my very best to do this quickly for you, if I draw a jawbone, the mandible, and I come on down, and I go to the chin, and now let's just very quickly here try to draw the other side. Kind of looks like that. That's my jaw drawing today. So now let's just give this side a value. Bear with me. So let me teach you something about the jawbone. The jawbone, in my opinion, has three angles. It has this sort of vertical angle that's on a tilt, this horizontal angle, and then the third angle is shared by both sides, and that's the chin. So let me show you. So this is kind of like that vertical tilt to about here. And then we have this tilt, and then we have the chin. Those are the three angles. Now, if we look at where those angles are, they're equal on both sides, straight across. Do you see that? Now, it's a dead-on front view, so they should be straight across. Now, when I look at Sarah's drawing, we have an angle here, but then this one's up here. So you see how the jawbone, something about it feels awkward. That's going to throw off the likeness. What is that? That's that old-fashioned measuring technique and angles technique combined, but we're applying it to the jawbone. What else can I show you here? Well, gosh, let's look at distances. Look at the distance from the edge of the eyebrow to the eyelid line. That's pretty long. This one's a little bit shorter. That will change up the likeness. Do you see that? Now, when I look at this model, this is going to be very, very hard for you to see. I'm going to use black. We'll try. I'm drawing over the model's eyelashes right now on the photo. You got to look for the gesture of these lashes, and you got to focus on the upper lashes more so than the bottom lashes. So they tilt down big time, okay? When I look at, and then you want to also look at where the lash touches the lower lid right there. So when I look at Sarah's drawing, most of the focus is on that lower lid tilting up like that, and then there's a little bit of a hard edge. And so where that angle is, where the upper lid touches the lower lid, is much higher. It's actually above the pupil. And over here, where the two lashes touch, it's lower than the pupil. Does that make sense to you? So you don't want to get too edgy. Like, this is way too edgy for a lower eyelid. You just really want to focus more on the heavy lashes, the gesture of the lashes, and the lower lashes and the lower eyelid. That's more of a surface plane, and I don't want to get too much into surface planes on this video. I'm showing you more edges on this particular video. Again, a lot of people don't believe in edges. I'm a huge believer in edges. I love form and I love modeling, but this sort of stuff really pays off dividends. Let me give you two more tips, and then we'll put this one to bed. So another really awesome thing here that I always cling on to is I could look at the distance between the lip and the bottom of the chin. Okay, look at how long that is. This one's slightly shorter. A big deal? No, but it's changing the likeness, because even if we look at the center of the lips to the chin, when we go up to the center of the lips, the distance gets even greater. So it's more about looking at the center of the lips and how long is that distance to the bottom of the chin. Now, of course, I love looking at negative space when I draw a model's head. So for me, I might come on down here and let's just go from the edge of this model's ear. And now I can cling on to this negative space, okay? And I will look at that negative space and I'll analyze that. But now if I come over here and I look at the edge of the model's ear, look at now how much wider that negative space just got. It got massively wider, and that pushes in the neck that way, which in turn changes the likeness. So yes, there are other things that we can talk about. We can talk about surface planes. We can talk about matching values. But right now, I'm trying to just give you some really basic things that you can put into practice immediately, and they will help you with your drawings. Let me leave you with one more. So look at this model's eyebrow. It's pretty thick, okay? So it's going to be something like that and something like this, okay? And then Sarah's eyebrows just a little skinnier. So that in turn will change up the likeness. So I hope you learned something from this video critique. If you want to get your artwork video critiqued just like this, do you struggle with portraits? Do you struggle with figure drawing? How about drawing hands, and how about drawing feet? If you struggle with any of that pertaining to a model in a life drawing classroom or for your illustrations, your digital illustrations, check out drawingtutorialsonline.com. Consider a membership, and I'll I'll be able to help you out too in our video critique gallery. So have a great week. Leave a comment below, and I'll talk to you soon. Be good.